sold on it. Like, I know that's something that they played. It's a comfort pick, which is good. Jab's already scouting out here. Just gonna force back. Not even gonna bother to spam anything just yet, as be a little bit of a disruption in the position. Throwing into the arrow. Ollie will take it with his face, but they've already gone and grabbed themselves this bounty. Let's get a little bit further here. It's still gonna be the first blood, though, going over to Omar. On the sentry. They're prepared to fight for this. Noob, nice cookie hop. Arrow coming in hot. This is looking real good. Oh, no, Makoto, he's fine, though. He's going to try to put out a little bit more damage to drag back over onto Noob. Noob, he gets the kill before he goes down. That's got to feel real good.
In farming and do some nice pulls here as well. Trying to deny creeps.
Oh, they have a rotation over to the mid lane. Ollie's here. They have the Decrepify. Q, the toss back underneath the tower. Tries to get that Scatter Blast over onto Ollie, but that's a dead Noob. So a little bit of retribution here.
Oh, that was a great rotation by Tiny coming in. He realized his top lane, he's not really needed anymore. The Bristleback does
that Vanguard too on the Bristleback, and once he gets that, it's going to be very difficult to out-harass him in this lane. It's got the Vanguard just delivered now. It's going to continue to throw out this goo, snot, everything. Starts pushing away over onto Kaori. It has too many stacks though, so will go down swinging, and Kaori will be happy to get
himself, but at the same time, Tidon not being too bothered. Toby definitely knows how to play the lane in a good way. He's slowly building towards his soul ring as well.
Should be able to find themselves a quick pick off here on Kaori. Tries to go for that neutral 9, not going to be able to quite manage it.
Yeah, so it's still going to be 1-for-1 over on the Wisdom runes, no steal. The threat of the disruption into arrow
is a little spooky just because this Lifestealer doesn't have any vision on his side down here, but you can see the aggression in the top lane, making plays over here onto Jeff. He's gonna try and teleport out. Does barely manage it, but in comes the storm. He smells blood in the water. He found himself, Kaori. Gonna get the toss up over onto this Medusa. Does not have that stone gaze to drag back. Not a lot of mana though left over on Makoto. Couple clicks. Omar joining into the fight. Cookie hop over Makoto. Nice arrow. He's gonna end up paying for this if he's not careful. In fact, he indeed dies to this Medusa.
Also going towards the Mantis style next. Accelerating his farm quite a lot. Also a good build against the Bristleback. Can take his
Jeffs is in no man's land. Ooh. Well, he's in for a world of hurt now.
Ah, easy stuns. Even the arrow as well. He was double stunned. That TP out is not gonna work.
Nope.
Happening there, but ultimately Quest 5-man is really strong. Like we said early in the draft, Talon, they want to split them up. They don't want a 5-man fight. Noob though,
they're gonna force out that invis. They have the dust though. They've got the vision, the toss back. Arrow lands over onto Q. They don't really seem to mind. Nice banishment though. That's not going to hit the target that they want. Is the follow of Kaori. Nice ravage here from Toby. They'll turn their attention down to this bottom portion as Q is forced back. They've used the stone gaze, but they're not going to be able to escape so easily. They're still chasing after them. They still have heroes that have plenty of health. The infest bomb jumps out. Arrow lands over onto Jabs, but they take out Toby. They take out the Medusa. And it's only the Mirana who's left alive.
It's the save a buddy syndrome right there. The ravage, have them happen at the same time. And yeah, even losing the Medusa there at the back of it was very, very costly for them. Her first death in this game.
It's a lot of information given from that one ward over here as Q finds himself Noob, the toss back over onto Jabs, and this is not looking good for him. Does end up getting stunned, but you've got Ollie, you've got a Decrep, you've got yourself a gas station as they're chasing after Toby. They know that he does not have that Ravage available, so he's just gonna get run down. Now Omar, he can't leap away from Makoto.
Oh
3 dead on the side of Quest, just like that.
Dude. The travels.
Oh, he's tried. Cute. A little bit off the mark here, so on a little bit of a wild goose chase.
He has no more leap charges, so this is end of the road for him, I think.
Yep. And they'll get a nice wisdom rune here for Ollie, too, so a worthwhile chance to just go back, grab that, and immediately smoke up.
I like that
Love
move.
This.
Top. Shadow Demon is close to a full Aghanim Scepter, by the way. He's 500 gold away.
Oh, it's going to be a little bit further because Makoto will be able to find him with that smoke popping.
He finally goes down.
Ooh, the arrow lands on Makoto, though.
Inevitable push is coming in mid. Now with a DD and a region rune, Storm is super strong.
Jabs has joined back in. We'll go for the jump onto Toby in the bottom lane. Try to get some of this.
Disabled.
Does have the dust, but he's got to go and switch it out from his back. It's okay, Q's here. So that's a Tidehunter that's not going to be available for this mid push. Trying to force them to respond on their own terms. And Q's hiding in the tree line. Smoke will pop.
Oh, they know he's there. Blink.
Just blink out onto the back. All right, perhaps they find this. This would be great for them. Arrow connects. So they do get something for their troubles, but they can't really take anything for objectives off of this.
998.
Here's our lifestealer bomb. He's gotten fast. It's just going to show into the lane. Oh, smoke breaks. They know. They know they're on the high ground here.
Yeah, Bristle, cautious about going in there.
Trying to figure out what's the best angle. How am I not going to get immediately ravaged? As they jump onto Toby, they've already jumped over onto the Mirana. Kodo onto the back lines, realizing that Kori is a threat. Ravage coming in, Ollie trying to keep Q alive for longer. Jabs now, he's struggling to fight through this. He will end up dying. They've already lost Noob, but this is not feeling super comfortable right now for the side of Talon.
Yeah, it was a good fight, good positioning by Quest, using the high ground in a really good way. Even though they try and go on the back line there, then top lane is eventually going to start pushing in on the racks even. Now going up above. This is such a dance. They're trying to find the angles. They got
Tiny. There's the jump for the BKB onto the back lines, though. Even though they have that Ravage, they'll find Omar. They want to try to finish him off quickly, but now we've got this Medusa fighting in the middle of everything, and these BKBs, they help, but they're not quite doing enough because Medusa just hitting the way that they're doing here. Noob still trying to fight with Makoto. He doesn't have any mana left. They'll end up here with that storm going down as the chase is on after Omar, but look at the damage from Jabs. Look at Toby. They just thrive in these situations when they can just hit all of those disgusting quills, viscal nasal goo, all of that stuff.
Time to try and commit for the melee racks if he wants to. Oh, the heal off the illusions with the shard.
Arrow not going to be able to connect this time. It's going to go a little bit harder to zip in from Makoto over onto 3. It's beautiful. They just need to get that damage out here as 23. Oh, all right, there's the Aegis. It's coming back up again. BKB's already been used on Makoto. Jabs is here, though. He's gonna use his own BKB in 23. He's on the hunt. He's looking to see what else that he can get. He's happening right now. They've got a lot of damage. Again, though, Makoto jumping in with these vortexes. Vortices look so good. They'll kill Noob. Noob will have to buy back. Toby sitting so very low, and this Medusa, she's dead. They get the Rapier. It's picked up. The GG gets called. It was a valiant effort from Quest, but Talon, they were so patient, and it paid off.
Yeah, very disciplined, very controlled game.
Longer position 4s.
Yeah, I agree. I think Talon play into this lane.
Where are you going?
So what's the best way for Q to play this then, right?
I mean, he's doing a good job just trying to sit around and wait for a good moment.
Okay. Jabs needs to be a little bit careful. He's just spraying out the kills. Oh, nicely done with the snowball. Buys him just enough time. Who's gonna get the kill first? Oh, it's gonna be the gyrocopter. But Q putting the pressure down. Doesn't have any more spells at this time, so.
We see Primal just head over, take himself a little bounty rune, get refilled. Nice pull on bottom there.
More pressure being placed on Jabs. Not a lot of mana, though, left here for Kaori, so might be able to close the gap here, get this kill, and yeah, they'll find it. Jabs will take a lot of damage in the meanwhile, but he's got himself the Ring of Health, so.
Because he can keep farming it with Flak.
Water runes are up for the sides of both of the mids, and they'll be able to grab those. You have the bottle on Makoto, no bottle on Noob.
Oh, bench in trouble again?
Bottom lane, yeah, this is feeling like maybe he went a little bit too far, but they get the kill on the Bristle before they get the kill on bench. They're gonna be happy. However, TA2000 gets himself a courier. He might need a little bit of assistance here because he's got himself a couple stacks.
Oh, boy.
Just a little bit more of the snowball. All right.
Yeah, this feels a little bit weird. This is where you gotta wonder, you know, if he had boots, maybe he could just run away from the Tusk, but he, you know, went for this Crystallis first item build, and the Tusk just runs him down with boots, gets a lot of smacks on him, and nice double kill for him there.
We've already got the Vanguard now.
Never seen in a pro game.
Have to ask Rapier.
It's the fastest from this hero. There we go. We get to start.
All right. Okay. All right. Top lane, though. 23 taking a lot of damage here on this Faceless Void. They'll find the kill. Toby more than happy to take that. So over in the mid lane, you'll see that rotation we talked about. The stun coming out from Kaori. They're trying to use that Spirit Siphon to keep Noob alive, but won't be able to. This is a gank right before that level 6.
He's got
Nicely
a
done.
mega kill streak.
Kaori. Oh gosh, Kaori, what you doing?
Oh, big takedown there with the catapult.
Here.
Managed to brew up.
Brew up. He wants this kill. He's mad. Big mad coming out from this big stompy boy. See the snowball just to ensure they get this kill. Makoto's here, grabbing up that wisdom rune.
Oh,
there's
God.
Omar, there's Kiori. This is looking perfect now for Talon. Had a little bit of a disaster earlier on, but now with the 4 heroes in this lane, they can easily turn this around. As over in the mid lane, Noob was here. Still have not seen that exorcism just yet.
Yeah, he wants to commit it, but a little bit scared.
That's exactly what he's gonna do.
I guess he can push a little bit down here, but this is a very awkward feeling for Noob. Committing the ulti.
Kaori. Not safe in his own buy angle here. He's trying to do a little bit of stacking, and Makoto says, thank you very much. He's actually going to use the Pulverize on the creep, so Noob, with this rotation, it's actually so good for him because they don't have the onslaught to get out of there, so they'll end up losing the Primal Beast.
Oh, that was so massive. So massive they TP'd in on the outpost there and joined his team. Because finally he gets something going for him on Noob. Having a rough game otherwise.
Pressure being placed on the tower. Top lane, gonna trade a little bit. Kaori in position. Do have the Chronosphere online if he needs to use it. Might be forced just to get out in time, but they get the lift. They have that. No, at the last second.
No,
it's still gonna die.
Oh god, that's the worst timeline right there. The Time Lord himself didn't foresee it.
TA2000, they've got the shards, they've got the punch, they've got a lot of damage. Cooldown's gonna get used, but doesn't seem like it's gonna be enough because in comes Makoto, a couple big slaps of those paws. He is dead.
Man, Q is absolutely owning this game. He's been part of every single kill so far.
Look at this, they have the creep, they see that there's stacks.
Yeah, they know that they're farming the stack, so they know everyone isn't top.
They are not, as they'll jump over onto Toby. They need to lock him into place so he cannot get the split off, and it looks like they almost managed to do it, but he manages to find it, throwing up the Primal Beast into the air. They'll chase after Kaori instead. They'll get that kill. They need to hit Omar before he can teleport out, and he's not going to manage it, as now the chase is on after these pandas. Noob is joining in. Does have himself an Atos, does have the exorcism, but they chase after Toby. Makoto, he's up, he's back, he's ready to go.
Oh,
they see the stack, they say, ooh, this looks real tasty. Give me them stacks.
Trying to take a fight now with exorcism.
They're going to try to fight this. They will have them back up in a moment here. Jabs trying to start laying down all of this goop, but they're going to snowball in over onto Noob, seeing if they could possibly burst her down. It's going to be a little bit hard because Q takes a lot of damage, but they do manage to get Noob. Omar next to fall. Makoto's the fastest little piggy you ever saw as he runs away. And now TA2000, he is left all alone on his own lonely little island. Oh my word. In comes 23. He wants Kaori. They do manage to get the Primal Beast.
Time walk away. There's a lot to talk about there, but that was crazy. I want to give a special mention there to Toby for the attempt to save himself when the Earth Panda was trapped as well at the very start of all this. Hold up there, going for a kill here on Q.
He's got the shards up. He's going to try to dodge around. Primal Beast is on the way, though, and he's got the snowball. They've got enough tools to be able to just keep him alive a little bit longer. The stop over onto Noob. In comes Jabs, the pulverize, the shake, all the goo, all of the nasty stuff. They'll use the Atos to buy himself more time, but in comes Ollie. The rest of the team is here. Nice swap over onto Noob. Kaori's going to try to keep him alive, but they've still got their eyes on the prize as they just run after him. That's Death Prophet still alive until the last second as now Makoto, big beefy boy, chases after Kaori. Will just onslaught him. Toby on the run now. A Walrus Punch. Man, this Talon, they're just so angry. They just do not want to give a single inch to the side of Quest.
Talon are playing like a team on fire right now. They're just going in. I love that they switch up from last game.
Items as this hero to be very, very effective early. You just kind of have to not lose your lanes. And then, you know, you just kind of let them loose with +1. Then you take into effect the fact that you have Jabs on this person who is so dominant. This hero is very much in the meta.
TA2000 gonna go down.
TA2000, he is absolutely dead. Makoto has just been doing so much. They've got the sprites. He's caught on the very edge of this Chronosphere. Gotta try to get into position. Try to keep Makoto alive. 23, he's just... Oh, they stole the Chrono. But no, can't do anything with it. They'll get the kill on Makoto. And it looks like Ollie's gonna try to run away, try to get a little distance. Up on the high ground, gonna try to teleport out. Can he do it in time? No, they have the Atos, they have the damage. They'll end up losing him.
Atos is a very nice choice in this game as well for him. A little bit.
They are definitely getting in their own heads. I absolutely agree. Now there's smoke gonna get used. They use so many of these, and they can see that there's a Brewmaster here. Did they get any? I don't think they got the vision on the Death Prophets. They're going to open up. They're going to try to burst down Toby, but he has the split. Jab's going to get held into place. They're diving underneath this tower. And TA, he's doing as much as he can here with this call down. Jab's taking a lot of damage. The swap comes out to keep Noob alive. The chase is on though from Makoto. Good lift though coming out from Ruben. Buys him just a little bit more time, but he's got the blade mail. He just stomps all over this Death Prophet as they get the kill over onto the side, over on the side. And now TA, he gets picked up, shaken around as the Chronosphere gets dropped on the other side. The snowball going forward. They find themselves Toby. They should have the damages. Omar again getting wailed on by 23. This is looking so bad for Quest.
Oh,
they
boy.
lost the bristle, but you know what? They don't really care too much. Not with a team wipe like that.
That was a great goal by Talon as well. They jumped the Brewmaster, but not to kill him. They jumped him only to force out his ulti. They knew that if we took the first item and then Midas as the second item, it's the same script.
Hey, if it isn't broke, why fix it? Kodo on the run after Toby. He does have the split. They're holding on to it, though, because they know that probably not going to be able to survive this. Just like that. Do they go to the Roche? I feel like they go to the Roche.
Yeah, they're going to start it up with the Bristleback as well. He has the they would just be TP'd on and die immediately.
All right, so Tusk ends up with that shard. He's got the upgraded ice shards. And over in the mid lane, they're making moves. They're trying to go and grab a Noob. He goes with that punch. They doesn't have quite enough mana just yet for that EXO. All right, they'll pop the wand. This is still not looking good for him because Makoto just slowly making his way over. The follow-up from 23, he grabs Gory and Quest, so there's not going to be any way for him to go and get the swap out as everything just gets tossed at him. Aggressive plays coming out from Talon. They've got themselves a Cardi wave too. This is going to be a tower.
They finished that TP as well, and the Chrono just comes in. Very, very rough. It's open.
They going for Toby?
Oh, the rock throw.
They thought about it, but no. A little bit of a shard play out on the bottom coming from the Rubik. It's back and forth. Oh, immediate smoke and immediate cancel. Jabs, he's got the Lotus. He's in position. He's got TA2000. He's doing a decent amount of damage, but there it is. There's the Chrono, but he's still doing a bit. The swap comes out. It's so beautiful. 23 force away. Makoto is not happy about being stuck in that Chrono. He is going to end up dying.
Oh, man.
A little bit of miscommunication during that.
If he didn't time walk out there, he had a 4-man Chrono, but he time walked out and caught his Primal Beast instead. Big misplay there.
Ollie getting silenced. They do end up using the EXO, but they weren't able to really get too. All right, now there we go. They grab Ollie, and now there is a tower here in the mid lane, so they'll be able to use the rest of the EXO to get themselves an objective.
This is massive for Quest, staying alive here in this game, getting a really good fight. On the back of the Chrono there, I want to say, oh, nobody to be available. Faces Void is too far out. Oh, man, he could 23.
Right now. Especially Jabs here, too. They get their own rock. They can toss it. Get a little stun. So looking for this opportunity. Jab's just going to slowly start to build up these stacks. Another rock over onto TA. Looking for the opening. They'll find Omar. That's not necessarily what they want. They get the swap. There's going to be the exorcism coming out from Doob. And 23 is taking so much damage. But Q over here just running away here from Doob. He's kind of on his own line. He's going to have to teleport out as Jabs continues to just throw all of this goop and goo all around Toby. He's already used the split. He's going to get punched out. This is so bad for Quest. They're going to end up losing their Brewmaster. And they've already lost so much more with losing the Gyro and losing Omar.
The amount of damage coming in here. We just see this no BKB Gyrocopter really struggles. I think he did a lot of damage to himself even there onto the blade mill of the sneaky player.
They have the courier over here. They think they saw Gory.
Everybody is getting ready. They don't have Faceless Void until now. Finally, TP comes through.
I think you're okay with this. Yeah, just get rid of that bench right off the bat. She doesn't buy back. Oh, Toby, he's caught in the corner. He's getting stomped all over. Gets the split off, but while this is going on, Omar here over in this Chronosphere 23, he's going to just walk away.
Nice chrono and kill there. Even though it's, you know, just a Rubik. Being did last time, they got ice sharded. Uses the Void Panda to reposition the Earth. Some really neat little plays by Toby. It's cute, but now they don't have ulti though.
Oh, Kira was trying to go for that Psychic Headband play, but the rest of the team was already kind of in position. And they used the Blade Mail over Makoto. 23 though, he's not in a good position. He's gonna end up dying. So now you can see they use that rock there. They're trying to just fight through here with Makoto. It's a little bit spooky. So these Exorcism Ghosts are doing quite a bit, and without the Faceless Void, not feeling quite as confident. Jabs, they've already lost the Aegis. Makoto doing the best that he can here on the back lines, trying to stomp away. He's still being chased, but the fights are totally split, so they do end up losing Toby. And now in comes this Bristleback. He's big, he's scary. They have the stubble, they have the shards. They're going to try to give some more chase. They just run right through. They want to get this Gyrocopter. A nice play here by the Rubik, picking out, tossing it. And now they've got the Satanic online here. Can they use it, though? Can they manage to keep this Gyrocopter alive? He's healing up so much, but they're still fighting. They're still trying to go. They bought back on Toby. They'll get the kill on you. Eventually, they get the kill, though, on the Gyrocopter. Toby running for his life. He's getting chased down here by Makoto. A nice play here coming out to try to save Toby, using Kaori and the chase after Omar now. Can they finish them off? They're looking like they just need to get their hands. They can't go through that gate, though. It's going to be a little too tough, so they'll just start throwing out these quills. Bit of silence. Going in the mid lane, Makoto doesn't have a blink dagger, but Q does. He could potentially try to make something happen. Ollie wandering over, spots out Noob.
Well, they're under
their base. Look at Q here. Q initiating in, is immediately going to get lifted up. They'll try to push him out of the way, but he's going to go down here as 23 thought about going in. Knows that they don't have their eyes on the Vengeful Spirit, so a swap was definitely imminent if he tried to go for that Chronosphere.
Uncharacteristic mistake there by Q jumping in, not using his BKB, so just ends up getting hexed. Soon they're gonna go through the portal.
I mean, it's scary, right? They still have the Chronosphere.
I think
so they need a pick off first. Look at this. Look at the positioning here with those illusions. They'll reveal themselves. Kodo waiting patiently. It's going to get silenced up by the Death Prophet. They still don't have tabs, though, on the Faceless Void, which makes this very scary. And the Tusk is going to be coming in any moment now. Atos gets used on Makoto. Again, big beefy boy, not too concerned right now as the rest of the team, they're joining in. Toby gonna poke a little bit. Makoto is gonna go for the hard committal, push in, finds himself, but again, that silence. In comes Q. BKBs are out. They'll use the call down. They kick over to the side though. This Gyrocopter, he's totally separated here as they pick him up, try to pulverize, get that self up. As now you guys, this Gyro, he's trying to fight his way through. It's proving to be too difficult. They'll end up losing Gyrocopter. As now Ollie's sitting on the high ground here with Makoto. They're putting the damage down over onto Noob. He's got the Exorcism jabs though. He's got too much going on with all these lovely quills, lovely viscous goo, everything. Toby, last man standing over here in this top area. He is toast. And already you can see 23. He's like, I'm going for this Roche, guys. I'll meet you there. It'll be too hard for them to push them out. In fact, if they can get a kill on this Gyrocopter, I mean,
15
they're looking to just put down this end.
It's almost up again.
More back and forth. You see Gyro's doing whatever he can. Does have plenty of damage, but just needs the help. Like, they need to have more when you look at what's going on the side of Talon. More goo. Jabs doesn't care. Jabs is just going to position himself in the middle of everyone. And there's the BKB coming out from Q. The kick back over onto Gyrocopter. Is this going to be the end for Quest? Oh my god! And then they'll follow up with the Chronosphere. They've taken down the Gyro. The GG gets called. We are not having tiebreakers for this group, Waga, because Talon have shown up and they're staying.
Etta GG comes out from Quest.